Dale 3 years ago. She was a lively little lady when she came in, and we hit it off right at the start.
When my husband and I moved across the street, Dale and her husband so graciously hosted a welcome to the neighborhood reception for us. However, she didn't just do it for us, and she didn't even know us. She's done it at least 5 more times for other people that have moved into the neighborhood.
Dale is the only nurse we have in Healthy Communities, so we look to her for a lot of the clinical aspect. She knows nursing like she knows how to be a mother, so it comes second nature to her.
There are some things that it's important for you to know medically, but there's also some things that you might be struggling with socially. So she has a unique position to where she's a nurse, and she functioned as a care coordinator.
They was using big words and all this stuff when I got out of the hospital, but Dale taught me all that stuff, what it meant, and she explained what the doctors didn't explain to me. I heard you have angels on earth, and I know she's mine.
I would feel bad about my own self if I did not extend my hand to help others. It would just bother me. Because I've been working in this community for 27 years. I know what resources are available to be able to help people in a quicker, faster, easier way for me to navigate. I care about the people in my community. These are my neighbors, and I do it because I can. Okay, thanks a lot.
I mean, she just likes to give, and when I think about Southern hospitality, that's who I think of, is Dale. She's a giver, and she exemplifies care and compassion in everything she does.
She's a reminder of what we all should be. She's an advocate to all. She looks at people as though they're who they are, human beings. She's gonna fight for what is right.
Lewis was working as a truck driver with Habitat for Humanity, and he loved his job. But he started developing symptoms, shortness of breath, congestive heart failure. And because his health deteriorated, he lost his job. And that was the beginning of Lewis losing everything.
My life started going down here because I couldn't pay my rent because I wasn't working. The money got, well, it just wasn't working.
He couldn't pay his rent, so he got evicted from his apartment. Well, he told me he had rather be homeless in central Georgia than in Atlanta.
I was walking by the hospital one day and I started feeling kind of bad. And I stepped into the emergency room. And when I went in there, they kept me. That's where it started, that I had a triple bypass. Dale came in after I went in the recovery room and went in the room, and she stepped in and started talking. And from there, my life just went uphill.
I just talked about some things that I could help him do, and one was to find somewhere to live. And he says, well, I am so glad to see you today.
Then I started healing and I got better. Then I left, and she started helping me trying to get an apartment.
Lewis and I had been waiting for a move-in date. He was on a waiting list, and I kept calling to ask where was he at on that list. And I said, well, actually, what do you need him to provide so that he can move in? I wrote down everything that was necessary. I called Lewis at the Salvation Army and I said, Lewis, I'm coming to get you because we've got some work to do today.
She went and took me down there to the people. And when she showed up, things happened. So we go down there.
And was talking to the manager. I was asking how much it's going to cost. And she turned around at her computer and she was doing some things, and then she was writing some stuff down on a paper, and she gave it to Lewis and she said, here you go, this is the apartment number. And Lewis took it and he was looking at it, and I told Lewis, I said, Lewis, this is your apartment. That's your apartment number, and this is the day you can move in.
I'm mesmerized. I said, I actually got an apartment. She said, yeah.
Persistence. That's how you get things done.
the other thing about Dale, she is elegant, and so he didn't have a wife. So those feminine and homey things he couldn't do. So Dale was able to, take him shopping, help him to get his lamp, his furniture, his dishes.
I had to go pick up all that furniture, and it was like 2 months before Lewis was going to be able to move in.
Dad took all this furniture and put it in her house, in the hallway, because I didn't have nowhere to put it.
My hallway was packed for a long time, but, I was glad to do it.
The thing is, she was willing to whatever it took to help me.
So the man that was homeless a year ago is now back on his feet. He's working, and he's able to give back to the community because he was given so much.
I come out here and volunteer on my day off and help him out. I ain't supposed to do that, but I do it. It's just called giving back. So much has been given to me,
From her, I've learned that you give everything that you have with compassion and dignity.
It makes me want to put in that much more work with my patients to ensure that everybody gets 100%.
My whole life turned around right there. When Dale stepped in that door, I ain't looked back. I've been going up ever since. I just want to congratulate you on this Hero Award, and you deserve it. And I hope everything works out for you. I love you.
We are so proud and grateful for the work that you do for our patients every single day. This is an award that is well deserved, so congratulations to you.
We love you. We appreciate you. We could not do this without you. You are definitely our hero.